Ladies and gentlemen, we're at 19,000 feet, 9%. We'll be landing in about 20 minutes. There's an overcast at 3,000 feet. The winds are out of the northwest at 10 knots. And it's been a pleasure at Melbourne today. We hope you enjoy the flight. We'll see you on the ground shortly.
Dubai, situated halfway between Europe and Asia, became home to a number of U.S. pilots like Darren Lee, who began flying with the award-winning Emirates Air. Between 2006 and 2010, Darren, along with his wife Kimberly, daughter Isabella, and son Matthew, lived the desert life, framed by Silicon Oasis and the famous Burj Al Arab.
The best part about it was getting picked up and dropped off from work every day. Or every time you went to work, they had a chauffeur-driven car, which was actually very, very nice. Flying the Boeing 777 all over the world seemed to me like to be the best part of the job.
After a successful career flying with Emirates, Darren set his sights on returning home.
Well, I was looking to move back to America, and Virgin America has a very phenomenal growth plan right now. They've got a lot of aircraft coming, and I just, from the moment I interviewed there and thought about going there, it just seemed to be a very forward-thinking airline, putting people first, which is quite a new concept. I mean, you can always take care of the passengers, but if you take care of employees, they will take care of the guests as well.
But getting into Branson's airline was not easy. Hundreds of U.S. pilots in North America and Dubai were all fired up to join the San Francisco-based operation.
From the very beginning, almost the whole process was done online. Now, I know that's not a new concept. However, some of the exams and stuff that we did even before we were interviewed, we were screened fairly well. So by the time you get to the interview itself, it's basically a get to know you and see if you're a cultural fit for the company.
As can be expected, Virgin America puts a premium on good pilot skills. But what does it take to be a good pilot?
Well, I think the basic stick and rudder has to be there. However, with today's technology and we do very little flying, so most important, you need to be easy to get along with, I think, and be somewhat competent in what you do. And our regulations make sure that most pilots, or almost all pilots, are very competent. It's just a matter of spending 4 days with the guy and being able to get along and have a good time and enjoy it. And I think, personally, that's one of the things Virgin has done the best.
Darren's son, Matthew, offered a more technical explanation of pilot skills, including landing techniques.
This is where they put forward, like the forward goes down, and then when you pull up, it goes up, and then if you want to land, you go like still, and if you want to turn, you go like that.
Darren started relatively late as a pilot at age 30, but he climbed the aviation ladder slowly and steadily, soon clocking over 10,000 hours in pilot hours.
My first job was as a flight instructor, and then after that I quickly moved on to fly as a co-pilot on a Learjet and a King Air. From there I went to the ARD regional jets, and from there I went to the Boeing 737, flying charters around the world. And then from there to Emirates, flying the 777, and then from there to Virgin America. I've been flying for 16 years now.
Darren was selected as pilot for Virgin America in early 2011. They then shuttled him off for martial arts training, a mandatory requirement for flight deck and cabin crew.
We did the martial arts of judo. We learned different punches, different kicks, different ways to defend ourselves in the close quarters, such as the cockpit or the cabin aisle of an airplane.
Darren is one of the few pilots who has experience flying both Boeings for Emirates and Airbuses for Virgin.
If you could take both the Boeing and the Airbus and combine them, you'd have the perfect airplane. The 777 is fly-by-wire, as well as all the Airbus. The main difference was the side stick versus the yoke. But other than that, once you became comfortable with flying with the side stick, it was actually a very, very nice airplane to fly.
But being a passenger can be just as much fun.
I can just say from my own experience, the first time I flew on it was that the the ability to order a sandwich from your seat seemed to be pretty cool. You just use the TV, press what you want, and the flight attendant brings you your sandwich and swipes your credit card and you pay right there. It's actually quite cool.
Commuting in the jet age has become a theme in the Lee's life.
Almost approximately 80% of the pilots at Virgin America commute. San Francisco is a very expensive place to live. I already have my home here in Fort Lauderdale. It's so for me it was a no-brainer because I didn't want to move to San Francisco or anywhere in California for that matter, just because of the finances. My wife has a good job here in Florida, so that was two of the big reasons why we came here. As far as commuting goes, we get travel benefits on our own airline as well as the jump seat privileges on almost all other airlines. So basically the hardest part is just picking which flight you want to get on, and then making sure that you get to your start time on time and be ready to fly.
Coming back to America after a long sojourn in the Dubai desert was a breath of fresh air for the Lee family.
It was fantastic coming back. I mean, I got to come back to America probably once a month, but not back to my home here in Florida. We only got back here probably once a year, so we already had our house here, so it's just like moving back into, stepping back into where we were before. It's been great.
Virgin America expects to have a fleet of 80 to 110 planes by 2016, one of which Darren will be flying. And would he consider leaving Earth for one of Branson's celestial projects?
Yes, I would put my name on the list for to fly the Virgin Galactic spaceship. Absolutely.
And it looks like he's not the only one. Thanks for watching A Pilot's Journey Back to the United States.
I fly